welcome to a Company of Heroes replay review. My name is Matthias and I'll be your host for today. This replay was sent in to me by a person by the name of General Cheeze. And this is a 2v2 matchup on the map of Vire River Valley. So we've got General Cheeze playing as the Wehrmacht with his teammate Aragon also playing as the Wehrmacht. Hold on, sorry, this is a little bit loud for me. So we got double Wehrmacht on one side, and we have an American. So we have two Americans. So the classical matchup. So two Wehrmacht versus two U.S. You don't really see that too often. Usually, you always see one Wehrmacht, one Panzer Elite, one Brit, and one American on this kind of map. So this should be an interesting matchup. So Cardinal playing as the Americans, and Tito as also the Americans. So this will be interesting to see what doctrines they play and how this match will turn out in the end. Aragon blocking tank traps, pretty basic tactic for Wehrmacht. You always want to... Usually on this map for Vire River Valley, the fighting usually is mostly up here by the fuel and the ammo point. Very rarely do you see rushes across this bridge, or even the Americans able to push across this area, just because it's such a far distance for them. General Cheeze is going to block off as well on his side. Americans not being too aggressive in the early game. I don't really like this. Personally, when you play on Vire River Valley, if you're the Allies, you always want to be super aggressive to push across the river and establish a beachhead on this side of the river. Because late game, Wehrmacht just dominate. Late game access is incredibly scary on this map. More tank traps here to prevent any enemies slipping past. He's probably going to build barbed wire as well. So kind of a slow start, nothing really much going on here. Americans are capping, no OPs on the points, and nobody's really fast-teching. A little too late here for the Americans to stop the Germans from fortifying this. Americans also fortifying their side of the river as well, building OPs on the fuel. This is good. Americans managed to build a machine gun emplacement here to stop the Germans from building tank traps, so there is one avenue of attack that's still open, but both bridges are now on lockdown as well as this little side area. Riflemen getting picked off by the snipers. Yeah, they're not going to do much work.
You need any construction? Pioneers have the point.
So barracks and WSC. General Cheeze went sniper. So pretty basic builds from the Wehrmacht. Nothing really too impressive or different from what I've usually seen from most games.
We have captured a fuel.
Access are looking really good. Since they're able to fortify and OP this fuel point, they're going to be getting a lot of income. Americans are also getting the same amount of income because they've also OP'd their sectors as well. So this is going to be more of a teching war. So whoever techs up first is probably going to be the side that has the greater advantage. Usually Americans will tech up much faster than Wehrmacht, but the main problem is how successful are the Americans going to be in being able to push this this choke point here that the Germans have a hold on. Because both these bridges are blocked, they're not coming through those approaches. Only this central point is open, and there's machine guns and snipers covering it. A lot of mines, riflemen trying to push up. Barbed wire blocking the riflemen. Really slow start. Yeah, these kind of games, early on there's not really that much action, but the action really picks up in the later game phase. Goliath on the bridge, smart. Americans trying to push. Ooh, they killed the machine gun with grenades, so he took up to grenades. Don't usually see that often.
Sniper
bridge got blown up. Riflemen must have been trying to cross this point, or engineers. He detonated the bridge. However, the tank traps are gone, so if the Americans repair this and they push through here, it might give them just the advantage they need. Riflemen are wasting their time. This is too well fortified. Germans have their pack guns out, so no armor's getting through this point. And this MG bunker's gonna get destroyed by pack creeping. So a motor pool's out from Cardinal. Probably gonna get AT guns himself. Maybe anticipating some German armor. But mortar's out. It's gonna shell. However, the sniper's gonna pick off the mortar. The only way I see Americans gonna be able to win this is if they, if one of them goes infantry company and builds the 105 howitzers to smash these defensive lines the Wehrmacht have placed up. Because honestly, at this point in the game, with all these resources, Axis is just going to win late game. They have better units, and they can buy their own veterancy and experience. So all the Germans have to really do at this point now is just to be able to hold the front until they start calling in heavier units. Alright, so somebody went infantry. Who was that? Cardinal went infantry, okay. So he did go for howitzer shoot. General Cheeze decides to go for Stukas Fuss, which is not unreasonable. It doesn't really hit anything. MG gets the hell out of there. Is he gonna get hit? No, he got lucky. Pretty campy game. Half tracks out. American sniper.
One shot.
General Cheeze still has his own sniper out on the field. And these riflemen. Oh, the sniper got. No, he lived. Holy shit. I thought he was dead for sure. Grenade out. That's a good grenade. It's gonna wipe out the MG team. However, these Volksgrenadiers are gonna be able to reinforce from these half tracks and just recrew this machine gun. Americans can't really push this area without armor and artillery. Ooh, Volk got shot. More artillery coming down. MG team gets the hell out of there. Oh, sniper on the hill gets blown to pieces. So triple Stukas from General Cheeze. It's pretty basic, pretty standard. It's going to help the Axis actually push these machine guns and, well, wipe out these machine guns, so to speak, and allow the Germans to push out. Tank depot out from Tito. This is really late. I would have preferred to get this as soon as possible. I mean, 13 minutes is good. Well, 14 minutes, but I've gotten out tank depots much sooner than that. More artillery. The real question is, has Cardinal able to tech up to build 105 howitzers? No? Maybe? No, he's got a 57mm gun here. First Panther out from the Germans, from Aragon. Panther pushes out, destroys the tank traps. No demo traps from the engineers on this bridge, which is good for the Germans. But there's not really an answer to this Panther, besides this one AT gun. General Cheeze vetting up his Stukas, pretty good. 3 Stukas is usually more than enough, maybe one more if you want to be cheeky. Question is... Okay, so Aragon went terror tactics, so we'll see some firestorms in V1. Rockets, maybe. I always like seeing V1s. Don't know what General Cheeze picked, doctrinal-wise, this game. Defense or Blitzkrieg are both good options for this map. Knight's Cross, Panther got snipes the sniper, but the Knight's Cross do go down, sadly. So it looks like Aragon's going to be kind of like the infantryman here. He's going to be pumping out Knight's Cross and tanks, while General Cheeze is kind of the artilleryman for this job. More Stukas, riflemen get slaughtered.
Sniper ready for the struggle.
Germans were able to cap this point. They have a bridgehead. Snipers scouting for General Cheeze, which is good. I'd move the sniper in closer inland if I could. But right now, it really looks like Axis kind of have a strong advantage in this game. Ooh. Oh, sorry about that. More Stukas, more rockets. MG team survives. So Cardinal building a bunch of 57mm and tank guns. It's going to be a huge threat to that Panther. No tanks out from the Americans, or from Tito, I should say. And no artillery, so I don't really see how Americans are going to be able to push this or win this. At this point in time, it's just going to be a slow death for the Americans.
Honor and blood.
M10 out. One M10 is not gonna. It's not gonna be enough to kill this Panther. M10 dies, but he does get it back. Fully vetted up half-tracks. General Cheeze also has his own armor out with Panthers.
Yeah, ready.
This is Panther.
Repair stations here. So there's kind of fighting going on for this bridge. I don't usually see this. Most of the time you have Germans and Americans kind of fight for the central point here and try and push out. Just because it's always so risky to push from this bridge because it can be destroyed. Knight's Cross will destroy the MG teams and the anti-tank guns. So one infantry company for the Americans and one armor company, which is pretty standard for this map. That's usually the go-to combo for this map. You usually have one person go infantry and one armor, or one infantry and one paratroopers or airborne. M10s, yeah, they're not gonna be able to push against this. There's just too many Panthers. AT guns covering this approach. Americans really need their artillery. 105 battery is up. There is a second one here from Cardinal. Damage engine, probably got hit by a 105 shell. Ooh, Panther took a direct hit. So it looks like the Americans have been able to stabilize their side of the river, kind of stop the enemy from pushing them. I mean, these Knight's Cross, they're not going to survive against some tanks. They'll just get run over. Yeah, he retreats.
Alliant B rocket battery available.
The 105 batteries from Cardinal is going to be very useful in knocking out these repair bunkers and stopping these Panthers from getting their repairs. However, the real problem here is going to be the Stukas. Because if the Americans try and push across this bridge, the Stukas are going to lay waste to this. More rockets. Engineers are dead. Anti-tank gun's dead. Is the M10 gone? Yep. They're all gone. Demo traps on this side of the bridge. Not bad, not bad. More artillery. MG gets the hot air, and those bunkers are dead. So Americans can't really push from this bridge either because demo traps can be detonated and destroy everything, and on top of that, Aragon has Firestorm. 2 repair bunkers gone. 3rd artillery out from Cardinal, finally. I like what I'm seeing. Maybe a 4th? Does he have enough pop cap for it? I wonder. He does. Calliopes are now out on the field. That's going to be a problem for the Germans to deal with. However, the same problem from before remains. How are the Allies going to push across this river and establish a beachhead? Propaganda terror. Ooh, riflemen, wipe out the Knight's Cross. Just a tip, if you're in combat, don't use the medical packs on the infantry, because it actually makes them more susceptible to weapons fire. And it slows them down, too. So that 2 riflemen are going to be a threat to these Knight's Cross, however... the sniper's got to retreat, or he's going to die. Will he make it? No, he's dead. Three artillery guns. Where are the M10s? Did they all die? Yeah, they're all dead. Must have lost them. Germans have currently how many Panthers? 1. So just 2 Panthers. No, 3. Okay, 3. So Americans really lacking on anti-tank right now. The 57mm cannons are really good against Panthers, however, because of the Stukas, there's just no way they can set up and defend off these tanks, because they'll eventually get bombarded. So Tito needs to build some more M10s to protect his Calliopes and these bunkers. Germans are slowly pushing their way across the map. Stukas out from the rifleman, damaged engine.
Sniper ready to engage.
Honestly, if I was the Americans, I would actually just shelter this bridge and destroy it. Force the Germans to funnel from this one point in the middle. Very smart from General Cheeze right there. What he did is he used target ground on that Panther to make sure he wouldn't kill the M10, because the M10 had Allied war machine on him. So if that M10 was destroyed, he would have gotten it back for free, so that's a waste of 200 ammo. It's a good play by General Cheeze. He knows his shit. 105's getting veterancy. Are they going to kill this Panther? I wonder. Shots are too wide. But it looks like the Americans are listening to my advice and trying to destroy this bridge. Or maybe they were trying to kill the Panther, I don't know.
Taking fire. Keep it moving.
Gets destroyed by the Calliopes, however this was just a random shot in the dark. Americans don't really see what's over here. However, these Calliopes are really threatened. This M10, like one M10's not gonna do it. He needs more. Aragon being smart, using force target from the Panthers to make sure the M10 doesn't get destroyed and replaced by Allied war machine. Oh, he is running over. Oh my god, seriously? He runs over all the Knight's Cross. Unbelievable. That's just shitty luck right there. Yeah, he lost all of his Knight's Cross. Pretty much a destroyed engine. This is a free kill for the Americans. M10s are coming in. He'll probably get Vet 3 with this M10 if he kills him. No, Vet 2, really. So 2 Panthers, 2 M10s. He still needs more. You need numbers advantage when you have M10s. They're much cheaper than Panthers. He doesn't have Allied War Machine up yet. This M10's probably going to die if he doesn't pull it back. Yeah, he's dead. I wonder, does he have Calliope? He could use a Calliope to kill this Panther. Yep, he's gone. He is so dead. So I like that the Germans are being aggressive, that they're just not camping, because usually the game like that gets really boring really fast. But it kind of seems like the Germans are, they're kind of pushing their luck a little bit too much. But they do have more Panthers coming in. Because Aragon's going to lose his second Panther right here to another M10. Tito, he's got a lot of manpower and a lot of fuel. He needs to train more M10s. He just needs to pump them out. Mobilized Panther, weapon destroyed. One more shot. You can see this guy maybe become Vet 3, but... oh, round bounced. One more shot. Oh, second round bounce. How unlucky. Nice cross the hell out of there. Americans are shelling the crap out of this position. Where are the Stukas? Stukas need to be moved up and used on these artillery guns. Propaganda warforce is right from the back. Cardinal's probably going to throw another sticky bomb on this Panther, unless he doesn't have them. No. Who got that? This guy got the vehicle kill. Instantly Vet 2. Not bad.
Let's get in there.
So Germans have established a bridgehead. There's nothing really much left of this town. These Panthers here are good, but they need air support. Honestly, if I was General Cheeze, yeah, I'd move the engineers in here and I would build some bunkers. Oh, but he's not paying attention. Another Panther goes down. Germans just throwing their Panthers into the fray. They're just losing them like chump change. Prop warforce of the Americans down. Go back to their base. 2 M10s here. This Panther is by himself. Tito needs to flank this Panther. Good to know General Cheeze listened to my advice. Repair bunkers are coming out. However, this Panther is in danger. Riflemen suppressing these Knights Cross. They're not going to win. Looks like Aragon's going to be able to wipe out these artillery guns. Is this M10 going to die, I wonder? Yeah, he's dead. Cardinal looking low on ammo. He's been spending those howitzer shoots. Ooh! Bunker and engineers go down.
Sector under attack.
Vet 3 Panther versus a Vet 2 and 10. This M10 needs to get behind this Panther. Fucking prop war on the engineers. Stop them from repairing. And Calliope's out. Will it kill this Panther? It does. Calliope is probably getting veterancy. Yep, Tito has one Vet 3 Calliope. That's going to be a huge threat for the Germans to deal with. Another Panther from Aragon. Sticky bombs disables or damages the engine. This M10 could probably flank and kill this Panther. Knights Cross rampaging across the countryside. Riflemen. He only has 3 riflemen, no flame engineers, so I think Cardinal needs to get some engineers, or even rangers out to deal with these Knights Cross. Rangers will absolutely eat these Knights Cross alive. Aragon being smart, he's not killing this M10. I retreat this M10, honestly. Keep this guy alive, the veterancy is very important. Oh, destroyed engine. What shitty luck. Does he have repair? I'd use the repair to save this Vet 2 M10. 1,400 manpower, almost 500 fuel, Jesus. He needs more M10s, honestly. This really just bothers the hell out of me. Like, Germans have been pushing, and they've been able to hold this beachhead, but they've been sacrificing a lot of lives to hold it. Honestly, if I was Aragon, I would just upgrade this Panther by now. Because we're kind of getting in late game phase here. Second Panther goes down again. Only one of the Calliopes are veteranized. Flamers are out from Tito. Yeah, these Knights Cross are as good as dead. I would treat them. Honestly, Riflemen and Flame Engineers are usually enough to deal with Knights Cross, especially if they get vet. More Knights Cross. More Panthers out. Stukas need to be used. We've just been kind of sitting here for like the past 20 minutes. Americans see this bunker here. But honestly, Cardinal's been doing a lot of work with these 105 howitzers. Blowing up repair bunkers, harassing the infantry. Americans planning demo charges on this bridge, which is really good. If Germans try and push through this bridge, they'll detonate it, forcing the Germans to go through this central river point. Panther gonna take out the outposts.
Engineers, ready for action.
Engineer dies, but he does manage to deploy the last demo charge. And it looks like things have been kind of fought for a standstill. Germans are slowly but surely pushing their way across the map. Knights Cross and more Panthers. That's a lot of Knights Cross to deal with, honestly. These riflemen will get shredded. There's no Flamer Engineer to support them. Honestly, a good tip, actually, if you're seeing mass Knights Cross, going for a Crocodile might actually help as well. Pershing is out from Tito. That's going to be a huge threat to these Panthers. Question is, did he actually upgrade the Pershing with HVAP rounds from his tank depot?
Munitions point under attack.
Doesn't look like it. More sticky bombs. Not really microing this Panther. Yeah, this Panther's as good as dead. Oh, a mobilized free kill for the Pershing.
They're hitting one of our forward emplacements.
If Tito was able to kill the Panther and get veterancy on this Pershing, it'll be a huge problem for the Germans to deal with. Because a Vet 2 or Vet 3 Pershing will absolutely eat these Panthers alive. There it is, Vet 1. Needs another kill. This Vet 2 M10's been doing work though, he's still alive. The American side of the river looks like the surface of the fucking moon. More Calliopes going out, Knights Cross almost dying. Knights Cross are decrewing the howitzers. They lose their veterancy, but the Americans can just recrew them. But yeah, it looks like the Americans aren't doing too well. Germans have plenty of ammo. So General Cheeze also went for terror, so they both went terror. Don't usually see that too often, but I mean, it's understandable. The Germans are so ahead in this game already, as it is. Looks like this Pershing is going to kill this Panther. He'll get Vet 2, maybe even Vet 3. Unless the M10 steals it. Don't steal it. Aw, he stole it. Tito, that was a huge mistake, man. You always want to make sure the Persian gets the veterancy no matter what. Because it's kind of your, like, it's like your queen piece. Oh, what the fuck? No way! Oh, the Germans forgot they had the demo charges. Oh my god, the Panther and the Knight's Cross. All of them gone. Thank god that King Tiger wasn't on that bridge. But Americans, Vet 3 Pershing, that's going to be a huge problem for the Germans to deal with. I'd like to see the Vet 3 Pershing take on the King Tiger, though. I think King Tiger might still win, but Vet 3 Pershing is an absolutely terrifying vehicle to fight against. I would never want to face a Vet 3 Pershing, even if I had Vet 3 Panthers. Knight's Cross still rampaging here. More Knight's Cross getting slaughtered by the Riflemen. Riflemen getting experience. Will they kill this guy? Probably not. But Americans need to recap this side. They need to reestablish the line of defense here. And then maybe try and push out. Stuka's still laying rockets down. Don't know where they're trying to shoot. I guess they thought the Americans were there. Can't really see into the fog of war, so he's just kind of doing some guesswork. Germans have V1s, though. They have 2 V1s. Honestly, I would have used the V1s to destroy the howitzers here to silence the American guns. But Aragon called out his King Tiger. I wonder if General Cheeze is going to call out his own King Tiger as well. Double King Tiger would be a sight to see, actually. So Germans tried to establish a beachhead, however they lost a lot of units. So it looks like the Americans were able to hold their ground, surprisingly. Most times you just see the Americans get swept aside by the Germans because they like to play the camping war until they all have Vet 3 units on the field. Nice cross, get the hell out of there, they suffer no casualties. Can the Riflemen get a kill? Yes, they do. King Tiger making its announcement. Poor Riflemen. Kind of wasted Stuka rockets on that side. Both bridges are blown, so fighting's going to revolve now around this river point. Would like to see some more repair bunkers here from Aragon or General Cheeze to repair their vehicles here. Looks like they're doing just that. A lot of riflemen out. How many riflemen do they have? 4 riflemen. Oh, that's a lot.
Gunnery here.
Did he recrew this gun? No, he should recrew this gun. Honestly. I'd build another one to have prop cap and then recrew this gun at the last second. While these riflemen are good, they're going to need some flame engineers to take on these Knight's Cross or get some rangers. King Tiger deflects a 105 round. And this Vet 3 Pershing gonna absolutely destroy these Knight's Cross. Oh, he misses. So it looks like Tito has upgraded the Pershing with HVAC, because I can see he's got the 76mm gun on the Shermans. The upgrade for the Sherman upgrades them and the Pershing as well. You guys didn't know that. Knight's Cross getting slaughtered. So kind of a mixed army here from Tito. Shermans to do with Knight's Cross, M10s, and Pershings for the Panthers. Oh, is the sniper going to get run over or found out? Americans saw the sniper. Maybe he wasn't paying attention? Looks like he's trying to run them over. No? No, the sniper's still trying to survive. Who is this? Oh, it's General Cheeze's. V1 on the 105 in the medical. Very good play from General Cheeze. He's doing boom. There it is. So first American gun is down. There's still one more 105 here in the back. Oh, double V1, so both of them called in their V1s. Yep. So Aragon as well. I guess just to secure the kill on the howitzer, I suppose. Sound bug. The V1s. Calliope's raining down on the Panther. The American's not going to be able to push this King Tiger out of the way unless the Pershing makes a move on this guy.
Heavy Panzer.
Repair bunkers in the south, Panther in the south. Second King Tiger out from General Cheeze, so we have 2 King Tigers out on the field.
Heavy Panzer operational.
Don't usually see this too often, but it's nice to watch them in action. Honestly, I'd just pair the King Tigers together. Sticky bomb out. Is it going to disable the engine? Yes, it will. Rifleman, get the hell out of there.
Pride of the father.
General Cheeze moving the half-tracks into position. And Americans, looks like they have upgraded their supply yards, which is good. They'll get a lot more income manpower than the Germans. Yep.
What are my coordinates?
So Germans just kind of rebuilding their strength, rebuilding their losses. They're trying to repair this bridge and try and push across once again. But, Jesus, that's a lot of repair bunkers. German's kind of lacking on armor. General Cheeze has his King Tiger and 2 Panthers, but Aragon's kind of lacking. Wow, I didn't know you could build the Pinch Command this far out. But yeah, Aragon looking a little bit depleted. He did call in the King Tiger, so the King Tiger actually drains a lot of your manpower when you first call it out. Same thing goes probably for General Cheeze, yeah, 136 manpower.
Pride of the father.
But that doesn't last forever, though.
German steel.
Sniper got found out by the Jeep, he gets the hell out of there. King Tiger taking a beating. Americans probably don't know that General Cheeze has his troops here, while this King Tiger here from Aragon is by himself and isolated. Americans can't really camp like this. I'd push if I could. Because Vet 3 Pershing, anything's possible. Does Tito have enough manpower? He does. He doesn't have pop cap though. He's got a lot of riflemen. I'd probably waste one of the riflemen if I could, just to get another M10. But it looks like the Vet 2 M10 actually died somehow. Jeep goes down. General Cheeze lost his engineers trying to repair the bridge, so Americans are stopping that, which is good. At least for them. 1, 2, 3. So 4 guns from Cardinal. So Americans definitely have the firepower to push the Germans back now. So all they have to do is keep shelling the Knight's Cross, try and kill them, and also shell the repair bunker, and then finally push out and establish a beachhead here. Hopefully the Americans can do this. Knight's Cross pushing against a Vet 3 Pershing, which is suicidal.
Enemy unit down.
His machine gun nest's pretty good against the Knight's Cross, however they're just going to get destroyed by the Stukas if General Cheeze uses them. Or Firestorm. Who used that? That was Cheeze.
What are my coordinates?
So Vet 3 and Vet 1, Calliope.
What are my coordinates?
Any Vet on the guns? Vet 2 on this gun.
Ready.
And Vet 1.
Battery here.
More sticky bombs on the King Tiger. Tito being a little bit conservative with his tanks. This King Tiger is by himself. I would just go for broke if I could.
We have finished construction.
This Pershing can definitely take on this King Tiger. King Tiger gets a shot off. General Cheeze is aware of the threat that this guy's by himself, which is smart. He's going to go reinforce his teammate.
Enemy unit down.
So he does push up. Other Panthers coming in. I don't think he'll be able to get the kill off this King Tiger, but I wouldn't risk sacrificing the Pershing for a King Tiger. One more shot. He does kill him. Oof. I'd back him up if I could. I wouldn't push forward. Oh! It's a mistake from Tito. Preserve the Vet 3 Persian. Oh man. Tito, man, you're breaking my heart. You killed one King Tiger. You could definitely take on these Panthers if you had more tanks to support this force. Because Americans, you want to absolutely keep this Persian alive if you're armored, especially if he's vet. It's just not worth it. Could he replace it? Does he have Allied War Machine? He does. Yeah, but there's just too many tanks for him to deal with. King Tiger supported by 2 Panthers. There goes the Vet 3 Persian. He did not use Allied War Machine, so he's not going to get that back. It's nice to see the Americans being a little bit aggressive and pushing across this river. However, I think sacrificing the Sherman and Persian was unnecessary after they bagged the King Tiger. Because remember, there's no Panzer elite, so they can't bring this King Tiger back to life. Panther gets destroyed by artillery. Yep, Vet 2 howitzer gun. Americans do now see that the Germans have these repair bunkers, so if I was Cardinal, I'd use these 105s to shell this, these bunkers to make sure the Germans don't have any repair logistics. Stuka's coming out, probably going to wipe out his riflemen. Now he was trying to go after the Calliopes.
Enemy unit down.
Oof, wow. 2 Knights Cross got wiped out by riflemen, and you've got 3... Wait, 1 Vet 2, 1 Vet 2. So you've got 3 veteranized riflemen, 1 Vet 3 and 2 Vet 2s. That's going to be a problem for the Knights Cross to deal with, because once riflemen get veterancy, it's really hard to take them down, even with Knights Cross. More riflemen from Tito. Kinda unnecessary, if I think. New Pershing's out on the field, however, this Vet 0 Pershing is... It's not going to be really too great against these Panthers. Goliath gets destroyed. Looks like Americans repaired this bridge, however, General Cheeze took out the bridge. Oh, artillery from Cardinal kills one of General Cheese's half-tracks. He must be pretty pissed off at that. And it looks like Aragon has also built his own half-tracks as well. So kind of spreading the responsibilities, which is good. A lot of machine guns from the Americans to stop Knights Cross from pushing into their territory. Propaganda war forces the riflemen back to their base. So 3 Panthers and a King Tiger. So it looks like General Cheeze definitely has enough armor out on the field to deal with the Americans. And he's got 4 Goliaths. That's a lot of Goliaths. I don't know what he's saving these for. Maybe for some cheesy tactics, I suppose. General Cheeze, hardy har har. Got 3 riflemen slaughtering Knights Cross. Yeah, Knights Cross is not going to stand a chance. Pershing almost gets destroyed by the Stukas. So Germans kind of on the back foot. Americans have kind of regained their the initiative despite losing the Pershing. Cheeze has his armored force here, however his teammate Aragon's kind of hurting right now. Top war again. feel like the Germans are missing something.
You need any construction?
There's a lot of ammo out from General Cheeze. Maybe get some grenadiers with Panzerschrecks, but then they would just get slaughtered by the Calliopes. Yeah, the problem is Cardinal has these 105 howitzer guns built way in the back, so the Stukas can't reach them. So the Americans can shell the Germans with impunity. The big problem now is if the Americans can accumulate enough armor to actually push the Germans back. General Cheeze and Aragon both have Firestorm V1s. Honestly, though, I don't know, both of them going Terrors kind of bit them in the ass, because they're kind of fulfilling the same doctrinal niches. Honestly, I think it would have been better if one person maybe went Blitzkrieg for the Tiger, or even defensive doctrine as well to get 88s to deal with the American armor. Poor King Tiger. He's gonna kill these riflemen? Ooh, almost. No cigar. Calliopes harassing the Panthers. Germans trying to repair this bridge. Aragon's pushing here, trying to get rid of the AT guns. It looks like the Germans are going to try and push across this bridge if they can. Prop war again on the riflemen. So 4 guns. Not a whole lot of armor from the Americans. This is going to be dangerous. I think this might actually be the killing blow from General Cheeze against the Americans. Yeah, Knight's Cross wiping out the AT guns so they can't respond to the threat here. NG nests are gone. Germans need to push out with their armor. Take on this Pershing. This Pershing is that one. Engineers getting wiped, so it looks like Knight's Cross were able to push across. Oh, both engineers got destroyed. And I think Tito realizes the danger he's in now. He's just spamming M10s as much as he can. Vet 2 Pershing's on the field. He needs to back this guy up, or at least use Allied War Machine to get him back. Come on, Allied War Machine. Yes, he does use it. He might lose that Vet 2 Pershing, but at least he'll get it back for free.
Pershing lost. Our supply lines are being threatened.
Aragon has his half tracks here, but Tito laying mines here. Destroyed engine.
Enemy unit.
He's gonna lay another mine now. He gets that out of there. It looks like Cardinal gave up. He lost one of his guns. Probably to a V1 or maybe to some artillery, probably. He lost it to something. So he lost 2 guns and he left. So Tito's now by himself. Yeah, I think this match is pretty much over. M10s killed 1 Panther. Second Panther gets killed. King Tiger's by himself. I think that, yeah, this King Tiger's good enough. He can save himself. Stuka's out from Aragon, saving King Tiger. Another M10 up by Tito. Oh, is he gonna kill this? Oh, turn the gun, turn the armor. Oh, bounce. Ooh, lucky. Very lucky, King Tiger. Get the hell out of there. Just managed to save him in time. Another Pershing's out on the way. He's probably gonna try and nab this King Tiger. I don't know why he's moving back. Prop war forced him out. Pershing's gonna try and kill the King Tiger if he can. Will he get him? Probably not. King Tiger backs up for some reason. I don't know why, but he instantly gets Vet 2. Does Tito have repairs? No, he does not. He's not He's on this Panthers again. And he's got no engineer support for this Pershing, so he can't repair it. But yeah. Cardinal left the game and Tito's by himself, so it looks like General Cheeze and Aragon have actually won this match just through sheer attrition. Now at this point it's more or less a waiting game, just for the Germans to finish off the American by himself. AI being controlled takes out both of Aragon's half-tracks, which is kind of a waste. More Calliope's out. More rockets. So yeah, Germans need to use their Knights across the grid as AT guns. I wouldn't push this. General Cheeze pulls back his Panther. One Panther mortally wounded. AT guns wiped out. Panther's coming in for the final blow. There's one M10 and one vet, two Pershing. Tito playing smart, pulling his Pershing back. He needs to keep pushing it back. Oh, he lost it, but he did get it back from the Allied war machine. Honestly, with this many tank destroyers, I would have liked to see some Panzerschreck Grenadiers, honestly. At least one of the German players. Yeah, there's just too many Panthers at this point. General Cheeze being smart, he's rotating the damaged Panthers back to their pair of bunkers to fix them for free. Yeah, he's pulling back his Panthers. There's no way the Americans can win at this point in the game. It's just a slow death at this point. Ooh, nice V1. Another V1 from both players. I think that was General Cheeze's V1 who killed the Pershing and the M10. But yeah, Germans are now able to establish a foothold here. Panther's getting repaired, they're just going to send them out in the front again. And Tito has no tanks on the field. He has plenty of manpower and fuel, but when the Germans are going to be capping these points, he's going to lose pop cap. So he's not going to be able to deploy as much armor. The Panther gets destroyed by the Calliopes, I assume. So these Calliopes are vet. But with the AI, there's just no hope. Unless the Germans make some really stupid mistakes. 4 Panthers, yeah, the Germans are just going to strong arm the hell out of them. Panther's limping back to repair. Tito and his AI ally have been able to hold this, but it's just delaying the inevitable. And Aragon still has yet to veteranize his Panthers this late in the game. Which is kind of a waste. Aragon pushes on the General Cheeze pushes from the northern sector. Shark gets destroyed. Panther, Pershing's next. And the Pershing finally goes down. Calliope's get the hell out of there. M10s are out. He did call in another Pershing, however, he's looking pretty low on manpower. It looks like General Cheeze didn't lose any Panthers in that engagement. He's pulling them back again for their repair bunkers. Ton of repair bunkers from the Germans, which is pretty standard. This is usually how a game goes for Vire River Valley. V1 doesn't even miss his target. Ooh, V1 kills a Panther. I think that was an Aragon. Here come the Panthers. Bob War forcing them back. Where's he going? Nice shotgun from the live. He's killing one Panther, however, there's just too many on the field. Wow! Pershing takes on 3 Panthers and survives. Unbelievable. I mean, I gotta give props to this US Armored player. He's fucking staying in the game. He is not giving up. So I gotta give him props for that. I mean, he's gonna lose the game eventually, because I've seen this kind of play before. The Germans are just gonna overwhelm them eventually, but he's definitely giving them a run for his money. He's giving General Cheeze a run for his money. Fucking M10 destroys Panther as it comes from the tank depot. So Vet 2 Pershing out on the field again. He needs to repair this. Vet 3 Pershing again. 2 Vet 3 Pershings in one game. You don't really see this too often. Goliath from General Cheeze being cheesy, killing an M10. Pershing still in the fight, barely alive though. But it looks like... I don't know who left the game. Probably either Tito because he just had enough, or maybe it was General Cheeze because his teammate Aragon left earlier, but I gotta be honest, that was a pretty damn good game. I'm surprised. Early on, it was kind of a campy game. Usually, if you play Americans or Allies on this map, you're really ultra-aggressive and you want to push across this map to kind of end the game as soon as you can, but surprisingly enough, Allies were able to hold their ground against the German onslaught. Germans able to establish a beachhead, but they lost a lot of units in the process. But that's usually how the map goes, or how the order of battle goes for this map. But that was a good game, so the replay was sent in by General Cheeze. Good game played by both players. It's kind of a shame you lost both King Tigers, but, you know, war is war. You can't keep everyone alive. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next replay cast.